Welcome back, YouTube, to another edition of Dirty Wolf. And we today have something special for you. Today we have just a quick look at The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt and my quick review and opinions. Well, let's get right into it. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. You play as Geralt of Rivia, obviously. If you haven't played The Witcher before, you're always Geralt. Geralt's the fucking man. In this game, you play as Geralt of Rivia, and you are looking for Ciri, or Cirilla, your more or less kind of adopted daughter, I guess we'll say for now is the best way. It's a bit more complicated than that, the relationship, but more or less you're looking for Ciri, who is being hunted by the Wild Hunt, and the Wild Hunt is basically this group of beings from. It's rumored that they're from like another world, like another plane, another universe / dimension, something like that. Like there's some crazy beings that travel between worlds, more or less, and they want Ciri for her blood. She is, for those of you who don't know the story of The Witcher, I don't want to spoil too much, especially if you're just starting the show now, because you will have seen Cirilla in a much different light than what it shows her in the game. But basically, let's just say she's one special girl. She got some special fucking blood, and the Wild Hunt are after her for that, because of that. Sorry. So Geralt has to. He's tasked by the Emperor of Nilfgaard to find her, but he's also kind of looking to find her for his own ends, for his own reasons, right? Because Geralt, he cares for her. She's like a daughter to him. So he trained her when she was young, all this stuff. So he really wants to find her, especially before the Wild Hunt does, because. Yeah, there's some tough bastards, that's for sure. But Cirilla kind of keeps moving from place to place. Every time, Geralt gets a lead on where she is, he goes there, and he's more or less just missed her. So, as you travel around the world of The Witcher, you'll find more and more clues as to where Ciri is headed next. You'll run into many characters that you'll recognize from previous games, as well as the show. You start off with Geralt's teacher, actually, Vesemir, the old Witcher. I mean, I guess all Witchers are pretty old. They live for a long fucking time, but Vesemir's got to be the oldest of the old boys, if I was to say. And you guys travel together for a while. You kill a griffin, some shit like that. It's pretty awesome. But then Geralt is reunited with his love Yennefer, who actually is working for the Emperor of Nilfgaard at this time. So he enlists you to help you find Ciri. You kind of agree just because he's the Emperor, he's a bit of a dick, and also, for the moment, you can kind of use his own resources to help you as well, right? Him being the Emperor of Nilfgaard, the biggest kind of, I don't know what you would call them in the series, country, not really a country, but the biggest clan or whatever on the continent, more or less. He's got a lot of resources that Geralt can utilize in his journey to help find her. But yeah, as you adventure your way through Velen and the city of Novigrad, you run into lots of characters from Geralt's past, such as Zoltan, the dwarf, Dandelion, the bard, Geralt's great friend, Yennefer, of course. You also enlist the help of Triss Merigold, and help her with a few things. You get to visit Kaer Morhen, the ancient ruins of Kaer Morhen, where the Witchers are created, more or less, and trained. Yeah, myself, my first impressions, I'm still not all the way through the game, I'll admit. Very, very big game, huge game. But yeah, great game. If you're into RPGs, or if you've played any games kind of like Skyrim, or any kind of Elder Scrolls type games like that, any kind of RPGs and very heavily story-driven games, great game to check out. Lots of story. There's a lot of dialogue that's actually pretty good, and the action itself is, in my opinion, very good. It's a little hard to get used to at first, but once you do, it's very, very fun. The signs and everything is really fun to use. Kick-ass. You got some cool signs, and so many side quests and stories and Witcher contracts to do. Huge game. I love it. I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. If you have not tried it, I suggest you do. And I hope you liked the video. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. And very soon we are going to do another Dirty Wolf reviews of the Witcher series. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next one.